We're fishing. Yep, we're fishing. And where are we fishing? Where are we fishing? We're fishing the River Humber. Yep, we are. I love looking at that boat. And the tide is coming in. It was miles out, unbelievably so. But it is coming in at a rapid rate of knots. And yeah, this is Verns sea fishing. And I lost my train of thought then, didn't I? So let's cut for the intro, because now I have lost my train of thought. Cut for the intro! Well, thanks for tuning in, especially if it's Wednesday at 7 PM, because that's when all my videos go live. Get uploaded. They are on YouTube at that time. Wednesdays 7 PM until I get old and decrepit, and then it might drop down, but it'll always be Wednesday at 7 PM. So yeah, we are fishing. I'm a sea fisherman, even though it's a river. For those out there that don't know, that's salt water. It's a big river. It's the River Humber. And yeah, hopefully we'll be catching flounder. Hopefully we might catch an eel, and there might be a slight chance for a bass, even though I've never had one out of there. I don't think. I might have done, I can't remember. And there might be a slight chance for a cod, but I have only got frozen bait. But it's always a chance of catching with it. I have got black lug, squid, crab. I've got some other type of crab. I've got nice peeled jellies or whatever they're called, I don't know. Anyhow, it's a flipping crab. It's out of its shell, so I don't have to do any of that peeling. So I'm using them first. I got them off John. I've still got them. Don't use that many. But yeah, we are fishing, and I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed the last time I was here, which was on this spot. I've moved everything back now because I felt as though I was a bit cramped. I still am cramped. I might move the rod rest that way a touch. But yeah, the sun is out. The sky is blue. There's nothing left to spoil the view. I think that's how it goes. And it's not raining. It's not raining. And I'm not in the sun, so you can't see me. I have got a bit of a yeah, it flared up. And I've treated it and stuff, and hopefully it'll go. I never felt it coming. But that's what you get when you get old, isn't it? Oldness takes away all the goodness, all the youngness. It takes away all the nesses in life. And yeah, it's crap. Absolutely rubbish. That might be a swear word. Might be a bit too early for that, but we might have some later on. I'm in a really good mood. I am waiting for this to come in, and I will not be switching this on, having a chin wag, because I'm getting bored. I have got squid and lug on a single hook pulley rig, and obviously I'll have worms tipped with squid on the flapper. I'm really looking forward to today. I was going to fish Tuesday, but it started raining and stuff, so I went and saw my mate Mike at Case to Tackle. Go check out Mike at Case to Tackle. He's got loads of stuff, new rods, sells Achios rods, any fish anywhere rods, and reels, R10s, all them sort of reels and all sorts of stuff. He sells everything, and lead weights and line and everything. So yeah, go check him out. He's a good mate of mine. I ain't sponsored or anything. He just helps me out as mates do. And the least I can do is shout him out. I've done a couple of videos on him as well, if you want to go check them out on the channel. Something a bit different, isn't it? Anyhow, I think that's enough waffling on now. I think what I'm going to do is sit down and have a corned beef sandwich with shed loads of pickle in it. That bloke there was right out on the river. He was going around. I thought he was bait collecting, but I think he was just having a walk about and having a look. So I'll ask him when he come by. He probably won't want to talk, but I'll make him. There you are. That's where we are at the minute. It was out a lot further than that. I've got my shelter. Sun's up in the air. It's lovely and warm. It's like a spring morning, and that's where I'm fishing. And I'll bring you back on the first cast. See you in a bit. Right, well, as I said, I shan't come back whittling on, rabbiting about this, that and the other. Didn't I? I did say that, didn't I? So, I'm man of my word, aren't I? I ended up chatting to the fisherman down there on the point, and I've never asked his name, but he's got a beautiful little black dog. And he was the chap that was out there, and what he was doing was he was looking for lead weights. He got 19, he found. Oh, hang on a minute. You alright, Don? Well, she'll be at school still, I suppose. Right, sorry about that. So yeah, I was chatting to that fisherman, and then matey boy, the one, that's right, the one that was out on the mud flat, he got 19 weights, and I've just been chatting to him for like nearly an hour, and the water's just come in, and it's all about relaxing. See, I haven't fired anything out yet, have I, to the horizon, have I? No, I'm just now going to wallop this out, and it'll be off a ground cast. It'll be an red thump, sorry. I really want to get up there really and cast it off the ground, but there just isn't enough room. But yeah, don't really know what else. I've got loads to tell you, but I don't know if I should tell you yet. I've bought some stuff. I'll leave you with that, so you can think about what's Vernon bought. Could be many things, but shall we get this out? I'm just stood there rattling on, aren't I? Let's get this out. We've got to keep these videos down, haven't we? This bit here is really steep. Do you know what? I think I'll just cast from here. It ain't gonna go far, I'll tell you that. That was like a dart. So, that was a pulley rig. Single hook, and it was squid and black lug wrap. Now, it is very tight up there. Very tight. So, I've got to try and sort the filming out. Put that one there. So I've got everything at an angle. Do you know what? I absolutely adore these reels. You see these reels? You can't buy these ones anymore, but you can get the newer model. And this is the 6.5. They do an 8.5. When I bought these, if they had the 8.5s, I'd have bought them.
Hey mate.
Alright mate.
Yeah, doing good.
Well, first cast out, so
Oh, is it?
yeah, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Are you walking far with them?
Right, that's the end and back, yeah. A couple of miles.
What, right, you go past that beach right to the end where there's like another point? Down near that tree?
Yeah, there's probably 3 or 4 points like this, isn't there? So
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
past there and as far as I can really before it gets a bit boggy.
Yeah.
But good little spot, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's lovely here, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it the first time you've been this year?
No, I've been twice. I've fished here and I've fished at the drain.
Yeah.
I quite like it at that drain because you're straight out of the van and
Yeah, that's it.
the bit in the shoreline just goes down really nice and easy.
Yeah, I was talking to a chap down here a few weeks, well, last year, and he said that's his favourite spot.
Yeah, is it?
But yeah, but he said you have to drag the cod in across the mud quite a lot. So.
All right. As soon as the water leaves the shore, I finish. I don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't return it.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Right, I better get this, don't I?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll see you on the way back.
See you later, mate.
Right.
Right, let me, I'll turn you off because that's the old woman. So I'm just going to speak to the old woman. See me getting this all set up for you lot. You see, you lot. How cheeky of me, my fans. You see, I've always called you subscribers, but then, oh, look at this. This is dodgy, isn't it? I'll tell you what, if I go, I'll end up in the neep. Yeah, I was talking, Pat was talking. You right, Pat O'Brien? He's a good lad, is Pat. He said he was put a comment on the last video, which was fishing this spot. And he says, in as if, no, it wasn't this spot, it was fishing Chapel 6 Marshes. He says, I wouldn't call us subscribers, I'd call us fans. So, to all my fans out there, you know you are. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you to all the other subscribers who are also fans. It's all dodgy, this, isn't it? I can upset no end of people with not saying the right thing. Don't forget to click that old subscribe button. It's free and gratis. Drop us a comment, give us a thumbs up. It's all good for my algorithms. Casting well today, doing a grand job. Ooh. Oh, hey, are you pleased to see me? It's been a long time, I know, it's been a long time. Sorry about the bit of redness on my face. I know it doesn't do much for me, but I'm getting old, decrepit, falling apart. It's just all going wrong, isn't it? My foot hurt a little bit. Obviously other things hurt. There's other parts of me I haven't felt for ages. But there you go. So here we are. Here we are. Look, this is the River Humber. You've seen me fish here before, haven't you? Is there anything here yet? Well, it's a lovely warm day today. Everyone will be saying it's too warm for cod. But they're here. You go sit in that water for 5 minutes. Wouldn't even take that long. You'd be coming out of there blue and shivering. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, what have I got to tell you? Well, I've bought something new. That's right, I have. I've bought something new. And what could it possibly be? It's not a new tool. I don't need a new tool. I've bought a new fishing rod. That's right, I have. And you won't believe what I bought. I bet you can't guess. I'll give you a quick guess. No, that ain't right. I've bought myself a Winfield. That's right, it's blue. It's a sea fishing rod with a cork handle, and it's a Woolies special. For those out there that don't know, Woolies was a fantastic shop, a shop that could never ever be beaten or replaced, and you'll never see the like of it ever again. It's a bit like this country, really. It's not the same and never will be the same, and will look something totally different, probably like a third world country. But anyway, getting back onto the rod, it's absolutely brilliant. There's a few scuffs on it. It is probably 40 odd years old, but it's very thin. It isn't like my normal fiberglass rod. So it's a fiberglass rod. I don't even know how long it is. It's probably about 10 foot or 11 foot, but I would say it'll be perfect for estuary fishing for flounder or bass. And it's absolutely brilliant. I've bought some Yoo-hoo glue because they still make it. I bought that because the sticker's coming off and it's still intact, so I'm going to stick the sticker down, bond a seal over the sticker to protect it, and then I'm just going to use it. And when it needs re-iron on with some new thread, it'll get all tarted up and it'll look brand new. But at the minute, I'm just going to use it. But it will eventually be blue and shiny and lovely. But it's a rod. They used to make them in Japan, you know, so it can't be a bad quality rod because most stuff from Japan is good. I know it used to be the China of the world back then, but they do good stuff and I'm chuffed to bits with it. It's got a cork handle which looks brand new, chrome reel fitment, and then metal chrome eyes. So I'm chuffed to bits, and I'm trying to get down there. I've put my shelter, oh that was close, I've put my shelter up the wall because there's not a lot of room here, as you can see, not like there used to be. Anyhow, we've got 2 rods out there, so how about that? Bought myself a new fishing rod, and it's a Woolies rod. I've bought a Woolies fly fishing reel because I'm going to do a bit of fly fishing, because I've got an East Anglian fly rod as well. So you can only guess what I'm going to try and do that with, for what species, but I'll leave you to guess that. I'm sure you'll do it. Must be the wind, they're just jiggering a bit. Do you know, I love these Ziplex rods. I can't believe that from anywhere from 80 quid up to, well, whatever you want to pay for second hand, say probably 450, you can buy a Ziplex rod. My favourite of all Ziplex rods that I'd love to get, and I'm being honest with you, it's just the name. It's the name, it's the Z-Tech. But I don't know much about them. I know they're big, powerful rods, but I don't want a big, powerful rod. I want a rod that you can fish with. So, yeah, it would be nice to get one of them. And I spoke to Di Llewellyn the other week because I asked for some help, which he gave me. It's thanks a lot, Di, for that. I didn't mention it in the. See, that's just spilt out of my mouth. I didn't want to do that for people to think that they can just whatever. Anyhow, I've done it now. Sorry about that, but thanks a lot. It's I haven't done it yet, but I'm getting the dining room cleared, so hopefully the moisture content in there will be a lot better than my cold, wet shed. So yeah, I did talk to him and say about I'd love to get a rod and get him to rebuild it for me, so it's absolutely pucker. But it's all down to the old spondoolies and that, isn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna find out about them rods. But yeah, I might have bought another rod as well. I'm spilling the beans there totally, aren't I? But yeah, but you can only guess what that probably is. But I'm not saying any more about it. I'm not saying any more about it. I've bought 2 rods. I've been looking at Abu reels, and there's been bargain after bargain gone on eBay from £85 to £120, and I should have got them, but I didn't, because I thought to myself, I need a new camera. So the camera, because I bought this second rod, the camera's now been shelved for a few more weeks, and I'm gonna get that later on. But yeah, you got to get it when it's there, ain't you? But I'm right excited about this one. And again, it'll be fishing at low water. And when I've got my M4 Evo, when I've got another rod done, yeah, I'll be able to fish it alongside it, because that's what I'm gonna do. But until then, I'll fish it alongside. I'll probably fish it alongside another rod. I'll tell you what, my ZF250s, they are beautiful fishing rods, absolutely fantastic. If you can get a ZF250 for good money and it's in good condition, get one in good condition so you ain't got to rebuild it. Yeah, I think they're lovely rods. Stand the test of time. I think that's it, isn't it? Anyhow, that's it. I'm talking too much because I'm in a right happy mood, and yeah. Am I going to talk anything about the political viewpoint of this world? No, I'm not, because they're all just a bunch of charlatans, aren't they? And if you realise that, then you know. And yeah, they're all puppets. Someone up there is controlling them, and that's all I'm going to say. Because we don't want to lose any subscribers, do we? Anyhow, look at this sun. Let me just show you around right quick, then I'm turning you off. But it is absolutely stunning here today. Meant to be 20 odd mile-an-hour winds, but it isn't. There's a chap over there. He looked like he's having a wee, but he's on the point. He might be just doing his rigs, actually, because his rod's pointing. He's doing his rigs. I never realised that baiting your rig up looks like from behind you're having a wee. But he's up there. Good luck to him. Hopefully he'll catch. Hopefully I'll catch. And yeah, we're using the fantastic Ziplex TF 5050s. You've seen these rods countless times, haven't you? I know you have. But, you know, they're just absolutely fantastic. And I've done all these rods, I've freshened them all up to the spigot, and then what I've done is the top section is I've Bonder sealed them all, so they're all nice and fresh. Do you know what I mean? They're, and the rod that I got from Billy. And one day, probably, well, I can't see me having to do anything to them for probably the next 4 or 5 years. And how old will I be then? 61? Bloody hell, 61. Shit in it, be dead soon. Ain't gonna be long, is it? Got to enjoy life while you can. And everything that I buy, yeah, I ain't as if I'm going to the pub blowing it all, although me and the wife do like doing that. And it ain't as if I'm buying drugs, and it ain't as if I'm betting on GGs or dogs. Everything that I buy will be resold, can be resold, and you'll virtually get exactly what you pay for it for. Maybe a few quid more. I ain't talking about being greedy and selling rods and saying it's a Ziplex, blah blah blah. It's just a case of getting back your money. So everything I've got, you might as well do that, ain't you? Because you don't get any money in the bank. And I'm still rattling on, innit? I want this to be a right long video, but I can't. I can, but I don't want to. I really want to try and keep these videos down. I think I'm doing quite well. So I'm going to keep watching these. I will come back and talk to you, but what I'll do is I'll talk to you with the camera on the rods. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's an absolute cracking day. This is the sort of fishing I like doing. Pick your weather. Who cares about the conditions to catch a fish when you can have a day like this stood there instead of sat in watching the telly or working in the garage or working somewhere else, and you can be here enjoying yourself. I feel like a king. I feel like a king stood there surveying all that I own, but I don't own it, but I feel as though I do. I certainly own the day at this time stood on these stones, and that's good enough for me. I don't need to own anything else apart from Ziplex rods and my Kenzacki's. We've only got a bite on the right left hand rod, me blue one. I've had 2 bites. There. See that? Did you see that? See, now I do see bites. You can't say they never see bites, because I do, and I've put it on there to catch it. But I ain't. Oh, there it go again. There it go again. I'm not doing this like I'm a professional. This is raw footage. This. I think we better reel it in, haven't we? Because I would say it's on there. So I'll put you here while I negotiate the what I'm doing. I want to try and capture it better than what I did the last time I was there. So this is the flapper rig, the best rig in the world. Oh, please let it be a small codlin. Oh, it could be weed. It was heavy, all right. Now, could that be the dreaded first fish? And I won't catch anything else. Is it all right? Get it up a bit more. Caught ourselves a flounder. Absolutely brilliant. We've floundered. We've floundered a flounder. Right, I should get that off and I'll bring you back quick. Well, I think I've got some weed on the other line. It's going out on the old ratchet. There's a pile of weed there, so it might be a bit of a weedy day. Right, I've got the fish off. It's fantastic. We caught ourselves a flounder. I've baited up another rig again. So, should we cast out first? Might as well, haven't we? Should we be a bit like a match angler? Oh, I've been sat down and... Now, is it the kiss of death? Kiss of death first... shit. Kiss of death first cast, eh? And now you can say, I've seen Vern see a bite and hook into it. Well, it's already on there. That's what barbs are for, you know. You don't have to do all this bloody freshwater fishing garbage where you're like striking like this like a ninja. That's what a barb's for. You try and tell people, you try and educate people, but you can't get there sometimes. You just can't get there. So we caught ourselves a flounder. Let's get this casted out again. Let me get it framed up, ready. Yeah, well, that looks good. That battery ain't gonna last long. Oh, cock bollocks. What is it with line and getting caught around a tripod all the time? I probably should have casted that shorter. It's alright, it's out there. Get that on the drag. Love these reels. Love them, love them, love them. Love these rods. I love life. That's what I do. I love life. Even though I'm waiting for my coffin, I still love it. Oh, he's lively. He's a feisty one, this one. Right. Pretty little colours. Sandy coloured. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, one little flounder. I'm going to go get that returned. I ain't going to film it. I'm going to send him back. He's got white belly. He's a lovely colour, isn't he? Ha ha! First fish, I probably won't catch another. Right, there it is. I'll see you in a bit. Right, I've got my line going out of my reel, but I've got a pile of weed on it. But I'm gonna have to, I think I'm there, isn't I? Yeah, you can see everything there, and if I just go down to there, that should be all right, shouldn't it? So, yeah, let's see what's on that. And the other one, that's going off and all. I don't want it busy, but it'll certainly make a change, won't it? If I'm catching fish like this. Yeah. Oh. Right. See, I've either got to sit down a lot or not at all. definitely weren't a fish. I can guarantee you that. I saw it bouncing. I saw the weed on top of the surface, and that's what it was. And then obviously when it came up to my knot, it's on there now, so. But then, never mind. This other rod was going. I don't know if it's gone again, but we'll take this off. We don't want much of this weed, do we? But it comes off easy, it's not a problem. There will be a point in the tide where it finishes and drops off. I'm going to chuck that bait out again because, yeah, I've done the sniff test on it. Here's a tip for you. Sniff your bait. Yeah. If it smells like a good Saturday night when you was 18, cast it back out again. It's got enough scent on it. Oh, how crude, eh? That's just lost some subscribers. Where's my towel? Over here. Right, let me have a look. Am I in frame? Is the Norfolk knob on camera? Yeah, of course he is. Right, let's get this over here now. We'll put it over here now, because that's the sort of thing I can do, you see. I'm in control there, total control. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cast that out. Like that. Like that. New glove on, look at this, how brave I am. Right, we will cast this over there. That's out short, I'll tell you that for nothing. Have that one on me, hey? Get this one over here. Oh, don't tell me we've got more weed. Yeah, we have, haven't we? Have we got more weed? We can't have, that's only just down there. I'm going to sit and watch that one. Right, so that was a weedy one, that. Nothing you can do about that. That's what happens, you see. When you become a... Do you think I'm looking slim? I was going to weigh myself before I come out, but as soon as I weigh myself, that's it then. I've got to change what I eat. And at the minute, I'm enjoying myself at the minute. I had a packet of crisps yesterday. I had a packet of cheddars the other day. Started them at night time and finished them the next day. Yeah. I'm still eating apples and bananas. There's a few flies about now. They can bugger off. I love me Ziplexes. They're just a fantastic rod. Not only have they not got the best name for a fishing rod in the world, there's that many different varieties and they all are different. It's unbelievable how different they are by the ones that I've casted, you know. I love using these. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time I used my Verns, and I built them for the river. If I've got somewhere where I've got to reach out a long way, then I'll use the Verns, which will probably be at the river at Immingham, if I can actually get there to fish. But yeah, there's a few flies about now. It'll just be settled until the sun go down, won't it? They've come out to roost, haven't they? Right, let me just put you there. I don't want this to be too long. I don't keep going on about it either. But yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? I might put my hat on. I've had to take my hoodie off because it's warmed up again. It's just absolutely glorious. ain't roasty hot, like, you know what I mean? But it's not cold either. Oh, Colin, that phone was ringing earlier. I was talking to a bloke on the bank who was walking his two female black labs and having a chat with him, and then I had to reel that in because that was reeling line out, and I thought it was weed. But yeah, one flounder up to now. That's good, isn't it? That means it's not a blank, and it is so nice to catch. So yeah, I'm pleased about that. A few flies about. The water is like a mill pond. Now some people might say it's not a mill pond, it's flat. Well, flat mill pond, there's no fucking waves. That's the main thing. Oh, Tom's said that he will fish with me once he's shifted his cold. So yeah, I bought that Woolies rod. I would have brought it, but I'm not taking it out until I've fixed the sticker, because the sticker is perfect apart from it's just lifted off the blank. So once it's stuck down, it'll be all right. So yeah, I'm doing that. So yeah, anyhow, we're at River Humber. It's a 7.5 metre tide at Immingham. So I don't know what it is there, but it's around that margin. But yeah, isn't it just nice getting out to fish? Isn't it nice being there? Well, you wouldn't know, but I'm here doing it for you, so you don't have to. I'm good like that. I am. Soon be October the 30th, won't it? Doomsday. What will happen, eh? Do you remember in my videos all last year when I was saying to you lot, yeah, you lot, my fans, my subscribers, I said that I don't recognise this country anymore, and I said it for loads and loads of times until I got fed up saying it. Well, what's the update on that since then? This was last year. You can go back in my videos and find that, me saying that. I've probably said it a lot. But has it got any better? No, it hasn't. I can tell you definitely that there is such an influx of a change in demographics. It's unbelievable. So not only have you got that, you've got the woke culture and everything. So from when I used to say to you, I don't recognise this country, I don't know this country anymore. I've got my little bubble around me, what I do, what I'm permitted to do and can afford to do, and that's it. Outside of that, it's not anything that I've ever known in my life. So from last year, when I used to say that all the time, it's probably got 80% worse. So what it's going to be like in the next year or 2 years, I don't know. But it's all right, isn't it? It's all right, because they saved 178. They stopped spending, and they stopped wasting all that money, didn't they? 178 million was it that was spent on them aeroplanes taking off. They cut it and saved it, didn't they? But now they're spending 512 million on more hotels on top of. That's not, I don't think that's total, that's extra. Work that one out. I can't hear anybody moaning and shouting about how much money that is being wasted. I'm not getting onto that though, because I said I weren't getting onto that. I'm not getting onto it. That's it, Tom, I'm not getting onto it. Fucking wankers, the lot of them, shower of shit. And sometimes when I see someone eating a bacon butty, I just think to myself, I don't want to eat bacon anymore. And then I realise that you shouldn't stop doing something because of a twat. Look at that. What do you reckon to that, Gordon, eh? Absolutely beautiful, isn't it, mate? I hope you're feeling better, mate. I will ring you again because I like to know if you're all right, because you're me mate. See you in a bit. Right, look at this shit. Can you see this? I come across this as soon as I came onto this mark, and that is elastic, and I kid you not, it's tangled up in, it's not just like that, it was throughout the bladder rack, and it is absolutely shocking. I don't know how it's got tangled up in the bladder rack unless he's lost his thing, but look, that was loads of them. But this is one piece of elastic. Look at this. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, if you was baiting up whale meat, you'd want elastic that strength. Why on earth? Here's one. Right, I'm on it. I'm on it. You can't just blame the fisherman, can you? You can't just blame the fisherman for using it because you can buy it. But why on earth do you want elastic that big? Oh, I know. Well, you do if you're catching tope and you want to elasticate your mackerel. Well, you do, yeah, possibly so. But I would still use medium and just put a tiny bit more on. But then if you're using mackerel, you only need to do round your hook and your line and that's it. So I'm not getting into that. But why do elastic that big? Which then causes an environmental issue. Because that's what it is. That's an environmental issue. That get tangled up or in some fish's stomach or around a bird's foot, they're fucked. Absolutely fucked. And it was in the weed. I've got it off. It's going in the bin when in a bag, ready to go. And I'm not here saying, oh, look at me, I'm Sandra D. Because I've done that, I've saved the bloody world, because you ain't. I just don't understand why you'd want to use bait elastic that big, because you don't need it. Yeah, medium's plenty strong enough and it snaps. And if someone's pulled that all off the bait or something and then just left it here for it to get tangled up in the weed, which could have possibly been it, but unless they threw their elastic out and it got untangled and got everywhere, I just don't understand it. It's just, you know, there's animals that can get tangled up in, and then their day and life is ruined, isn't it? Oh, it's only a seagull, Vern. It's only a pigeon, Vern. It's only a fox. It's only this, that, the other. It's only a fish. They've all got a right to live, haven't they? Everything's got a right to live. Oh, that's come in a bit. Should we reel that in? Let's reel that in. Does my head in. I hate elastic. I'm not keen on using it, to be honest. But you have to use it. But you don't need stuff that bloody strong, surely to God. Right, I'm going down. Look at that. That's better, Vern. You're getting these angles a bit better now, Sonny. Yeah, sweet. Bloody hell. Shake it off, shake it off. Shake, shake, shake it off. I'm on the other line now. Bloody tool. Have we got a fish on? Have we got a fish on? Oh. Oh, cock bollocks. Cock womble. We've already gone and done it again. Right, let's get that unhooked. That's two. Can you hear that, chaps? Verns on fire. I know, it's only a flounder. Don't matter. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy. Right. That's a bloody heavy flounder, that is. That's got some meat on it. Brilliant. What I'll do is we'll get that unhooked. We'll get that unhooked. Here it is. Get it in the bucket. Right. See you in a minute. That's two flounder. Hey, that's because I've done the right thing by collecting all that elastic up. It was all down there. It's not easy for me to get either. And I had to bring up a huge lump of weed, which was heavy. And I've been rewarded with two fish. So thank you, my Lord. Yeah, you got to pray to the right Lord. Yeah, not the wrong one. And there they are again, look. Three swans on three swans on the river. See you in a bit. See them? They're quacking away. Quack, 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 quack. Yeah. Quack, quack, quack. That's what they're going like. And there's another one coming down. So we've got the flounder out. Not only have we got him out, we've got the hook out. And it was a bit of a bugger, but he come out all right. He is such a lump. I might even measure him. But he's got some girth on him. Look at that. He's, ooh, 100% prime. Giving him a breather there. We'll get the measure, shall we? Means I've got to get up. Right, we'll do it here. We'll set you up. I had to cut my other rig on the first fish. I had to cut the rig. I'm not having a shag. I'm just an old man kneeling on stuns. Oh. Right, can you see that? You must be able to see that. Right, let's get this on there. I think that's a good one. It's ever so heavy. It'd be good if I could weigh him. Well, I can weigh him, but I don't want to. So there you go. Not as big as some people get, but it's 30 centimetres. It's a good fish for this side of the river. That is a bloody good fish, because you don't normally get him that big on this side. Over on the whole side you do, but he's got some girth on him. Look at that. Beautiful fish. It's probably a, well, he's a beauty. The other swan's going the other way now. So are these two. Here coming back, fellas. Look at this. Can you see them? I hope so. Anyhow, I'll put you there because I'll film this one going back. Oh. There. What a beautiful night. I think I better take some pictures. I take loads of pictures when I'm fishing, and I don't put anything up on Facebook at all. Well, I do occasionally. That's a lie. I do occasionally, but I certainly don't on the night I'm fishing. I'll do it later. I should put it up really the night the video go up, really, shouldn't I? But I don't. I forget. So there you go. One flounder. He's a booty, and he's fit as anything. So let's get him back. It's very steep, this. In the last video I fished the Warren, and on leaving the beach there's a little tiny, about a 2 foot ridge of sand slope. I couldn't get up it. I got up it obviously, because I wouldn't be here, but every footstep I took I then sunk back to where I started. I ended up laughing because I just couldn't get up. 2 foot. If I walked another 10 foot I could have gone up a slight gradient. So lesson learnt there. So yeah, there we have it. That's 2 flounder. That's like an awesome fishing session for me. Look at that. It's flat or a mill pond. Don't want to upset anyone. And look at that sun. The sun is setting. The time is, sponsored by Verns watch, 10 to 6. So probably sunset at 5 past, quarter past, something like that, probably 5 past. But yeah, so I've got one rod still out. I shall get this one baited up again. I'll put this rig back on, and what I'll do is we'll get chucked out again. But that's 2 flounder, and that last one, 30 centimeters, bloody brilliant. He was fat as anything. I should have weighed him, but I didn't. He was a lump. The first one was only little, but all fish are gladly welcomed. And if you fish this river, you're going to catch flounder, and you got to like. You ain't got to like it, but I do. I enjoy catching flounder. I enjoy catching any fish. Fish is a fish, and if it's on my hook, it's all the better. See, some people, they like to go after the fish or the specimen or whatever you want to call it. They pick a fish and they go fish it, and then if they don't catch it, they just seem down. Whereas I can be down from the start in my videos. I don't care. You either watch it or you don't. But yeah, me, I just like going out and being in this environment and then catch a fish. It just rounds it off. It makes the drive home a lot better, because you've achieved something, haven't you? You've achieved it by catching a fish, and that's what it's all about. So any of you out there that are thinking about fishing, go get yourself a rod and go fishing. Get yourself a cheap one, go get a cheap reel, but then you just got to replace it. If that's what you want to do to see if you like it, do that. And then give it away to some charity. There's lots of charities about that give tackle away to kids and stuff. There's quite a few on Facebook. I can't remember the names. And then go out and buy yourself a new rod, but don't get roped in to buying rods that are all glitz and glamour and sequins. Yeah, get a half decent rod, and there's plenty of good rods out there. My rods are Daiwa Kenzaki. And I was speaking to Alan from Alan's Castaways, go check him out yesterday, and I asked him, what is that rod similar to? And he said it's very similar, very close. I didn't think he wanted to say identical, but he said very similar to his Century Tip Tornado. So he loves the Kenzaki. They sell loads of them. They're always selling out. They're a bloody good rod. But if you want another type of rod, go on Facebook Marketplace and buy a Ziplex. Don't buy one that's expensive. Get a reasonable one. If you want to buy one that's in good condition, pay the money for it. If you want to have a go at rebuilding one, buy one to rebuild, or just buy it and use it as it is, because they're a great rod. But word of warning, a lot of Ziplexes, they aren't made for an overhead thump. So they're either made for an off the ground cast, or they're made for a pendulum cast. Not saying that you can't overhead thump them, but sometimes you've finished the cast and the rod hasn't, and it feels terrible. And that's what I think people get wrong with Ziplexes when they say, oh, I've tried it, it felt horrible. It's because they're not casting it correctly. My opinion, I'm sticking to it. See you in a bit. Look at that, see, it's nearly gone down. Well, it enters above a tree. Right, well, I've just found a weight on the floor, but I don't think it's mine. But I don't know that I've lost a weight. That rig that I had, oh, it would be, it fell off my bag. So it is my weight. This setup that I use for this river just works perfect for me. These reels are fantastic, these live liners, absolutely brilliant. So easy to use, effortless, don't even have to think about it. The line that I've got on is fantastic. Trabuco 0.45mm, 66 pound breaking strain, straight through, no leader on it at all. I'm only a red thumping. Just works. And obviously the king of all rigs, flapper rig. Right. That's probably too far. Probably too far, but never mind. We are in it to win it, aren't we? Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely cracking day. The sun's gone now, it's behind the clouds. I'll give you a quick show. I'll hold you up in the air so I guess you'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it. Oh, there you go. Behind the clouds. It'll pop its head out again, I reckon. It's always nice when it pops its head out, isn't it? Oh, starlight, starlight. Yeah, it's always good when it pops its head out. If there's something to pop it out for. These flies are still about, but they ain't bothering me. They're only mosquitoes. Probably end up with a nose out here and my eye out here. 2 heads. But yeah, so we're back out again. 2 fish on the card. It's absolutely brilliant. And what I love about this is it's so flat calm. It's my favourite conditions. And this water comes up here and you're then fishing at your feet. It's bloody brilliant. I think matey boy over there on the point, I think he's laid down. I think he's really sort of like chilling, and that's what fishing's all about. So yeah, last night's video, which was fishing this mark here, actually, same mark that I'm fishing now, I fished it, didn't I? And I caught a flounder right at the end. First time back on the river it was for this part of the year. And where am I going with this? Yeah, I've lost train of thought. Bloody doolally, isn't it? Couldn't have been anything important, could it? Right, we have got a bite. I'm not filming it, I'm just going to reel it in. I've seen it. This is the bite, Colin. Oh bollocks, I ain't put my light on. This is the bite, Colin. I said I've got to go. So let's see if I was right. It's heavy. I think that's a whiting. I think that's my first whiting of the year. That was a good bite. Good bite, boyo. Come on, let's get this off you. Not dropping you. That's quite a nice chunky white in that. There you go. Oh, slow down, boy. First whiting of the year, look. Very nice condition. Quite a nice fat chunky one. All right. Oh. Got all slimed with that one. That's a bit bright, isn't it? I need to clean my hands. Oh, that's better. So, what a session. I was hoping that was a small codlin, but it weren't. So yeah, 2 flounder, and that was quite a little fat cut whiting. I would say it was probably what, 22, 24 centimetre. Not big enough for John. He likes catching them at 26. But yeah. So yeah, so that's a whiting, 2 flounder, and to be honest, this session's gone quite well. The other rod has been kicking off, but what I'm going to do is bait up, chuck that back out, and then yeah, looks like it's going to be a good session. We might, you never know, get a codlin on the ebb. Let's fingers crossed, eh? Well, see that moon up there? Apparently that's a super moon. I didn't know it was a super moon tonight. But yeah, you can see it just there, look.
You thought me dead peaceful, didn't you?
They've got a lot to say for themselves, hasn't he?
He doesn't normally bark. Come on.
Doesn't he? He don't like fishermen.
We've got fishermen and ours.
Yeah.
Come on.
Does he want a fish?
Hey?
Does he want a fish? Or
Have your pack up if you had your pack up.
I've got some squid.
Hey,
Yeah, look at that dog. He don't like me, old Jasper. Go. Busy round here. Right, let's get this out again. I'm going to cast it in the same spot again. You know where I'm casting, don't you, Alan? Funny, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep the videos down. I think I've done quite a few that are quite short at the minute. But if there's fish to be caught, the video's going to be longer, isn't it? Because I ain't one of these that just say, oh, I've caught 8 whiting and don't show them. Because you don't need to show them. But then if I've caught the fish and I see the fish, then I'm going to show the fish. Because it's what I've achieved, you know. And if I was to catch 13 dogfish, I'd show you, like I did at Budlington. I think I caught 9, but what's the point of coming fishing and not showing what you catch? Oh dear, what a toenail. Right. Brilliant. They're having a good old natter. Mind you, get 4 women together, they're going to have a good old chat, isn't they? It's great, isn't it? People are out enjoying themselves. But yeah, it's a supermoon up there, as you can see. It's behind the cloud now though, but yeah, so I'm fishing at night time. I've done it a couple of times now. You have to get used to it again, I'll tell you. You do have to get used to it. So. Yeah, I didn't know, but apparently Shimano have got the rights to call their reels, I believe, don't shoot me down in flames, to call it a bait runner. Which is why Penn have to call it, or they've decided to call it a live liner. So I'm going to go with live liner because I use Penn reels, and for the money I've found that they are superb. You know, for what I do, the spin fishers, you can't go wrong, and it's the reel for me. So and I do enjoy using them so much. I don't think the wife realises how much those reels I enjoy and they mean. Do you know what I mean? Because they're so easy to use and enjoyable. Right, this left-hand rod, I still can't remember what I was talking about before. That'll be gone in the realms of fantasy now. This left-hand, shall we bring it in? Let's bring it in now. We've got you on. The battery's about to run dry, I think. But I love it when it's right down there where we're fishing. Fucking brilliant. Right, I had a huge bite on this, but there's nothing on it, and I can only think it's because it's the pennel rig and it's a big bait. I reckon there's fish out there that have been biting at it, There's no weed on it to talk about really, but the line went slack, so I was talking to Colin at the time, first phone call, and tightened up on it and nothing else happened. So I'm going to retire this rig for the minute. I'm going to leave it out, but I'm going to bring out another flapper rig and use that, because a flapper rig will catch a cod, it'll catch a bass, and it'll catch a flounder, and I'd rather have a fish on the bank than a missed bite. So otherwise I don't want it to be like the last video where I'm all on top of it. I've got the camera on now, Pet. Right, I'll get this chucked out. I didn't even put the light on the camera. Bloody idiot, isn't it? Right, I can go over there. Get the drag set. Oh, drag's already set. Right. So, that's that rod cast out. I've opened up another pack of black lug. I thought they were really big ones, and what they actually are two packs together. But absolutely cracking worm they are. And some of the last that I got off Keith. So I'll see you in a bit when I reel these in. Ta-da. Right. Is it filming? I'm hoping this don't run out. I've had a bite on this rod. I've had 2 taps on both of them actually. Could be weed, I don't know. Let's bring it in and see. It's heavy. We've got ourselves another flounder. We are on fire. Absolutely on fire, aren't we? Hey? Look at that. Right, let's get that unhooked. I knew it was on there, so I'll get that unhooked. He's waggling about there. See you in a bit. Right, so I've baited up again. Let's get this chucked out, and then what I'll do is I'll show you my fish. It's absolutely beautiful here tonight. Said it was going to be like 20-mile-an-hour winds to 17. And it's flat calm. It's flat calm in the wind. It's flat calm in the water. Jasper, or whatever his name was, just gone by batting his head off at me again. This chucked out there. So the last video, which was on last night, this week's video, was at this river, like I said to you earlier, and it's doing really well. It's as though all my subscribers prefer seeing me at the river, which I don't mind, because I enjoy fishing the river. It's just some people don't. You know, you could say they're a bit snobbish about it, but I enjoy fishing it. Always have done. Oh, sorry. Always have done. Right, let's show you this fish, shall we? Is that recording? I hope so, because I just cast it out. Right. He's another fatty. I reckon they're coming in to breed. Right, there you have it. I tell you what, it's not a bad session, is it? That's for 3 flounder now and 1 chunky whiting. So yeah, he's a easy little fella. Easy. So there you go. Let's get him back. And remember to swim off. It's not just sit there on the bottom. So there you have it, 3 flounder and 1 whiting, and it's quite nice to actually catch a whiting. I can't remember the last time I caught one. I never seem to catch that many. Stop saying Vern. It is absolutely beautiful here. It is not cold. Now you'll say, Vern, it's not cold, you've got your coat on. Well, yeah, I have got my coat on because I've got these reflective bits and it's night time and it just helps me be seen, that's all. And the other thing is with this on, I've only got my mustard top on underneath, and with this, because it's thin, I don't get hot. I don't get hot and I don't get cold, but it totally stops the wind, and it's not cold enough to get cold. So I bought another, I've got a ghillie jacket, and I've had someone contact me to do a review on another ghillie coat, and to be honest, they're like 50 quid, aren't they, or 80 quid. Mine's now £115, the one the wife bought me. It weren't that when she bought it, so I don't know whether to say yes to them and do a review on it. So I've got a spare ghillie coat, and these things are a lot of money, aren't they? And things, you know, things are, it's not as if you can't afford it, but that's a huge chunk, isn't it? I'm waiting at the minute for a pump for an airbed to do a review on that, because me and the wife have wanted one for 2 years and I've been offered one now, so it'll just save me buying one. So I'm now debating or thinking, shall I do this ghillie coat with the battery pack? And the reason why I've got onto that is because the one the wife bought me, the battery pack is still good, but when it's winter time and it's really cold and you put it on, sometimes it runs out or you have to knock it back to make it last. So I bought another battery, which was £25, so I've now got 2 batteries for it, which is ideal. So yeah, I'll probably have said yes to them, but I don't want my channel full of reviews. But if it's a review for something that's useful for me, then I'm quite willing to do that. I've spoken to Tom about the sex torso, because after telling you about it in the Wivensea video, it was quite funny. So some people found it funny. So I did say to Tom about it, we could do a review where I poke it with a stick and do stuff like that, a bit tongue-in-cheek, you know. It's titties and it's minge. And then I thought, after I've done that, I could take it fishing in one of the bays and shove it against the tripod upside down and shove me fishing rod in its fanny, in its minge. So I got told, no, you can't do that because it probably will be demonetized and not allowed up because it's that sort of thing. But I haven't done any searches for sex torsos on YouTube. I might do that and see if they are allowed to be on there, but you are going into a dirty region of a bit naughty stuff, aren't you? So I might not get allowed, but I just thought I could make it right funny by shoving that in and, I don't know, putting me hat on its titty or something, I don't know. But there, I've been told I can't. I don't know if I've still got it now anyhow. I'd have to go back through all my emails. But I think it's a non-starter. But what a thing to be asked about anyhow. So yeah, let us know about the ghillie coo. I might just do it anyhow, because by the time this comes out, this is the 8th video I've got in the bank once this is filmed. So yeah, you can't turn down something that's worth a bit of money and it's useful. I wouldn't just do something because it's worth a lot of money, but 50 quid, 60 quid, 70 quid, that's a lot of money really. And it would come in handy, and even if I didn't use it, the wife could have one, couldn't she? And then if mine ever breaks, I then ain't got to fork out 70 to 115 quid on a new one, because I'd have a spare, wouldn't I? So I think I might actually do it. I think I've just talked myself into it. But these reviews and stuff, they're a bit of a nightmare. 3 flounder, 1 whiting, and I'll see you in a bit. I don't know if you can see any of this, but all you can see is a lot of white lights over on the horizon, which is Hull and Paul. Right, let's get this. I've got line coming off me reel. It did show a bite, and I've been watching it to see if another one come, but it hasn't yet. So you've got to set all the lights up first. This is what you have to do if you really want to do a film. Just check this on. This is all after it's done it, and I've tightened the drag up, stopped the line coming off. It could just be weed, to be honest. I didn't cast it that far though, but it could be just weed. So let's get it reeled in and have a look. Feels very light. Now it's going heavy. Now it's gone light again. Nothing. Oh well. Could have reeled that in probably too soon, I don't know. Bottom bait is still on. Needs taken off though. Put fresh on. Top bait is gone. So definitely a bite, probably reeled in too soon. It could have been a ninja fish, couldn't it? Probably came at it with a knife and fork so he could just take the worm off, I reckon. Right, I'll get this baited up and turn you off, because otherwise it can get a bit long. I'll see you in a bit. You know how to bait up. Right, we'll get this casted out. I should be in shot there. The dashing hound that I am. Well, someone's got to think that I'm a dashing hound, don't they? Because get all the lights sorted. See, I ain't just fishing, you know, I've got to do everything else, you know. What am I doing? I think I hope I'm in shot. Right, well. There you have it. It's going well. It's an absolutely beautiful night. I can't believe that I pick these nights so well sometimes. Obviously you don't always get it right. But yeah, what a night. It's supposed to be a lot more windier than this. I weren't going to bring my shelter, but I'm pleased I have. It weren't a lot heavy. Is that going again? It's 7:30. This watch, don't think that I'm looking at my watch and trying to work the time out, because I am trying to work the time out, but it's all silver and white, and it is quite hard with eyes that are 56 without your glasses on to see where the hands are. You have to work it out. Put my glasses on, it doesn't take quite so long, because they ain't the right glasses. They are glasses from Poundland, and they're perfect for working this distance. So if I'm working, I can see what I'm doing, but if you're reading, they aren't powerful enough. But they're also perfect for long distance. So these glasses that cost £1 do me for long distance and for working distance, you know, and anything in between. But if I was reading a book like this, I need to put my other glasses on, and I need some magnifiers, them JML magnifier things on, because I last got my eyes tested probably 2011, I think, maybe 2010. So I had to fix them again last week. They just fell on the floor, and I looked at them and the arm was there and the glasses were there, so I had to get the araldite out again and glue the arm on. But I am going to get my money's worth out of them glasses. They cost something like £310 when I bought them. They're only flipping reading glasses. Like I say, can you hear this? Listen. All you can hear is the water lapping on these stones. And I don't even think I'm going to fish it all the way down to that dirty muddy bit. I think once that's shot, and I know that when I was catching big stylo, it was you was fishing past that. They do say that you need to fish well into the mud. I won't do that. I'll only fish up to the mud. But sometimes it's hard work. And you can catch on the flood, you can catch over high, but a lot of the time you catch on the ebb when the water is going. But sometimes you just think to yourself, do you know what, I've caught some fish, it's been good, we've not had a cod today. That is a supermoon. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but it is a supermoon. And I can feel this video might be a bit longer than normal, but it is what it is. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this reeled in. This knocked, tapped away, and then it lifted. So there might be a flounder on it, or it's weed. Don't feel like anything on it. Bit of straw, more straw. No, it must have just tripped or something, I'd have thought. Hey yo, there you go, Joe. So, oh, it's lovely using these rods. The more I use them, the more I like them. In the last video, my thumb had split on the end. Well, for the last 4 days, it's been a bit painful. You know what it's like when your bloody thumb split. Well, that's just spat bloody lug juice everywhere. Ain't got none of me coat, is it? Yeah, fucking hell. gonna have to wash my coat now before I go to bed. I'm not a total fanny. It's just I'd want to keep this coat better than the last one, because the last one, it was it got discoloured and everything, and it don't matter. It's a fishing coat, isn't it? But I just like to look after it. Do you know what I mean? So I shall I shall bring you back when I bait it up. I'm just baiting it up. It's too dark really, so that moon is lovely. I've got lug juice, so I'm going to wipe up with my towel. Get it off now. I'll see you in a minute. Right, I'm now casting out. I've baited up. We've got black lug on. That black lug is absolutely brilliant. Keith got me it from Wales last year, or not. He's just been on Oldie to Wales. I ain't gonna cast it out too far, I don't think. Too far. I always do that, don't I? I'll tell you what, all the other red casts tonight have gone really well. Normally they just go too, either go too short or something cocks up on them, but they've gone alright today. Right, we've got that out, and the good thing is there is very well, I haven't had any baits really stripped. So they're I don't think there's a lot of crab activity at all, which is a good thing. I can't say any more that this is such a cracking night. You can hear there's no wind. I am now on my own. It is pitch black either way, and I'm staring into a light and then I can't see nothing. So, oh, for God's sake. Fucking hell. So sorry about that. It's getting used to fishing at night time again and filming. But yeah, like I say, I'm really enjoying it. And you've probably heard that too many times, but that's because I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, it's black that way and black that way, and then I'm dazzling you. This is dazzling me. The super moon is up. I didn't know it was a super moon. I hadn't heard it on the telly. But them two ladies that come with the dog taking pictures, they seem to know. Apparently there's a comet as well. There's a comet somewhere. I don't know where. The only thing I used to know about Comet was you used to buy tellies from them, didn't you? So, in the next video, you will see a new rod. I think I've told you I'm getting another rod, haven't I? If the weather's alright and everything, I'm going to go down and collect it. John was going to collect it for me. And obviously bring it up to Links Coast, and then I'd have met him. But if I drive to Links Coast, it's an hour and a half. So and then if it's shit weather, I wouldn't fish, so I'd have a chat with John and see his dogs, pick the rod up and come home. But for an hour and 45 minutes, I might as well just go straight to front end of Norfolk, just over the border, and pick it up myself and do a fishing session there. So if that happens, if the weather's good and that happens, the next video will be me with a new rod, which I will show you it then, and it'll be in Norfolk. It will be a flying visit. It will be to pick a rod up and whilst I'm there, if I'm doing all that mileage, I might as well bang a video in, ain't I? So that'll be quite nice. Sleep in the van with the wife. Yeah, we'll just go to sleep. See you in a bit. Doesn't look bad, does it, eh? Getting used to this bloody light. But yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And Danny's igloo is still going strong. Thanks for that, Danny. I have touched base with Danny. I thought it fell out of me. I thought I'd done something wrong. I messed. Oh, fucking light. Fuck off. I see, the problem is I put the Fenix on, and to turn that off you have to press it down and hold it. It's like a fucking GoPro. This one, you just press it and it goes off. But to change the settings, you have to press and hold, and it'll go through the settings on each setting, because there's like hundreds of settings on this light. But I was using the Fenix, and I thought, where's my Army Tech? I thought I'd give my Fenix a bit of a run out just to give it a whirl, and use the battery. But the flood on it is too vague, and the spotlight, well, I'm used to a floodlight now, and it's weird really, because I always used to like a spotlight, and I still do. But that light is now, well, I had that light 1 year after my first video, I think, because the first one broke after 13 months, and they give me that one as a replacement. But because I was waiting for the replacement, I bought another one off Amazon, which is still in the box in my garage. And then Army Tech give me this light, and this light, I can't fault it. It does everything you require. But it is, I think you can get it for 80 quid now. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that, but again, they offered me this light and I snapped it off them, because I could do with a no light at the time, and it's been ideal. So I do fluctuate between the two. I was thinking about getting that new Fenix. There's a new Fenix, is it HP or HR30? Everyone's done a video on it. But what really annoys me with it is I can get it for £210. It's 250 quid most places, but on one till place I can get it for 210 quid, which isn't too bad. A lot of money for head torch, but it ain't too bad because it's 250 elsewhere. But I went on that AliExpress, and they've got the same head torch on there, and it's £150 on AliExpress. So I clicked on it. They do it with a rubber strap, which is for safety helmets, or with a cloth strap. So I clicked on the cloth strap, £156. I thought, brilliant, I'll get it. I clicked on it to buy it, clicked on it to start the ball rolling, and it said, will not deliver to your region. And I thought, what a scam, eh? This is what happens. This is that trading block over there with the badges that have got to be called something else, and the foxes and fish are all got to be called something else at the start of the name. And because they have this trading block, they stop other people bringing stuff in. Like there's, for instance, I can get a fish tank in this country, a particular fish tank, for £110 it is, and from America it's something like 60 quid. That's the difference. They are screwing you over all the time, because you got to be a part of the trading block, you got to be part of the EU, and they do all this crap, and it's just to get more money out of you, the same as everything else. If it ain't money they're getting at you, it's control. And for those that are still, oh, I'm not going into it. I keep getting a notification to have my flu jab. They can go stick that up their ass. Now, if I was 85, and they offered me a flu jab, I'd think about taking it, because I possibly could die. But I'm going to die one day anyhow. Anyhow, that's that. It's a great night. Don't want to spoil it. See you in a bit. Right, let's get these reeled in. I've decided I've enjoyed today and enough is enough. The water has gone down considerably. What a good word that was, eh? Bait on as well. Yeah, the water's gone down. It's still fishable. You know, the year when I caught loads of cod, I was fishing it right down to the mud. Not so that I didn't have any water between me, but it was just what you have to do. But I ain't turned that on again ever. I think it was bright enough. But soon get used to fishing in the dark. Where's it with fucking line? What's that caught on? You fucking tool! Fuck off! Oh, sake! Just tangled all up everywhere. That's all. Need to. That's the phone going. Just sent some pictures. So is that? Yeah, I'll be on. Gone over here. Heavy. Well, we've got ourselves one on the last cast. Look at that. One little flounder. Let's get it in the bucket. He went for a bit of seaweed and just come off the hook right on the shoreline. So, fucking line. You know what it's like, Pet? I haven't fished too long, but what's happened is, oh, for fuck's sake, I probably have fished too long. I haven't fished too long. The wife knows. The wife knows. It's just things are going wrong. Got a bit of weed. Can get a bit of weed here on the ebb, and it does become a bit annoying. But a fish always makes it a bit better, doesn't it? Right, let's get this turned down. Need to set ourselves out now. Let's have a look at that. Glasses on. That should be alright because it's got that red bag there, so it should be fine. Right. Let's Let's turn this light on for a sec. Right. Come on, little fella. You've had a breather in there. He's a little booty. Ooh, you little bugger. Don't do that. We'll get him back. So, here we have it. One little tiny one this time, look. So we've rounded up, that's 4 flounder and 1 whiting. I've enjoyed tonight and I'm pleased I've called it it. We've got all the big rocks and weed and mud now, and then it's just clean mud. So I'll put him in the bucket and I'll take him down. So yeah, that's the undersize. One little flounder. He's a little beauty, isn't he? So I'll take him down. Well, now what I'll do is we'll round this up now, shall we? It has been an absolutely fantastic day. What beautiful weather. Sun's been out, it's been warm, it's just fantastic. The water is calm as anything, lapping on the shoreline. It's been beautiful. I think I've nodded off on my box, and I could fish again and do another cast, but there's no point. I've caught fish. I'm happy that I've caught fish, and it's just been a good night. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Stick with me, because some are better than others, some are a lot worse than others, but every video is what happened on that day. And yeah, sometimes I let myself down, sometimes I don't, but I hope you all enjoy it. Like I say, the next video is possibly going to be in Norfolk, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because I'll get me new rod. So I will probably take a different rod down with me and have that. I'll probably take a Kenzaki, to be honest, and we'll fish the new rod. You will see what it is then. I'm going to leave you in suspense, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Got to check the weather though. If everything lines up, weather and tide and everything, then I shall be down there picking it up, because I'll get it quicker. If not, John said he'll pick it up for me, and I'll just meet up with John. But for the sake of another 40 or 50 miles, which ain't much money, is it? I might as well go and pick it up, because if I meet John, I'll be meeting him on the Links Coast anyhow. So it's as broad as it is long. If you enjoyed this, click the old subscribe button, drop us a comment, give us a thumbs up, and keep helping the channel. And I'll keep bringing the videos for as long as I'm loved. As soon as that stops, then the videos will drop down. Well, the videos might drop down if this budget forces me that I can't afford to go fishing. But while you still watch them, I'll keep bringing them. There's nothing more to say, is there? Apart from, thanks for watching. I'll see you anon. Is the Norfolk knob on camera? Yeah, of course he is. Baiting your rig up looks like from behind you're having a wee.